Jonesy, another unbelievable afternoon here at Silveroid. Your side have gone 3 from 3. I imagine you're incredibly proud of that group of players in there right now.
Yeah, I think so massively. We just said it just brought a bit of confidence over the last kind of couple of weeks, and it's been good to see, and it's really good to have a bit of a feel around the kind of like the group and the club and stuff like that at the moment, because obviously we've been in some kind of dark places before kind of Christmas. And everything was kind of really negative, and everything was like a little bit of a downer. And it's nice to kind of come out on this side and yeah, get that, a bit of a bounce of the ball and a bit of luck, and obviously kind of take our chances, which was great.
You had to weather an early storm, didn't you, today? And I think hats off to Rochdale. They probably are one of the best sides in this league, if not the best. You had to weather a storm, a little bit of luck, but that's sometimes what you need, don't you?
Yeah, exactly, mate. They're second in the table for a reason. They play a really good brand of rugby. They play really expansive, and we didn't really kind of cotton on to that kind of too much. Unfortunately, obviously, an intercept and a charge down kind of don't really help the equations as well. But I'm just proud that the lads kind of stayed patient. We spoke about it at half time that we just needed to hold on to the ball. We were getting ourselves in good areas, but there were just like loose carries or knock-ons and little kind of areas, and we knew that we could kind of break them kind of if we went kind of like 4 or 5 phases, and we showed that we could, and it was a full credit to the lads in that kind of last kind of like 5-7 minutes with our skill level, and the way the lads held onto the ball was great.
I thought last week could potentially be the highest point of the season, but I imagine this afternoon tops that pretty easily.
Yeah, again, we spoke about just the enjoyment of rugby, and we haven't had that kind of much enjoyment this kind of season, unfortunately, and just due to our own kind of being and doing and stuff like that as well. So to have kind of these back-to-back weeks where one we kind of dog fought at goal, and to win it with the last kind of kick of the game here was absolutely unbelievable. And obviously Raddy kind of going off, and Harrison stepping up to 10 for that last kind of 20-25 minutes as well. Just shows that the hard work that we have done in the front of the season just shows we're building some really good depth coming the back end of the season.
How are the bodies in there as well? I know you touched on Ratty, who had to come off. It looked like his groin might have been a little bit tight, and then you've obviously got Tom Reed who's come off, but you've also got Luke Brown who's on the sidelines. You've got a lot of lads that have got a few nickels, haven't you, at the moment?
Yeah, definitely, and we made sure that we kind of looked after the lads on kind of Tuesday night. We didn't train Tuesday night. We went up and had a bit of a rehab with physio and a pool session and stuff like that. So it's just all about maintaining it and really making sure that the lads are really kind of looking after themselves as well, and obviously icing and massaging and foam rolling and all that, and just making sure that we're just keeping on top of it, because we need kind of everyone come this back into the season. It doesn't get any easier, obviously, with Brid kind of like next week, old Brods the following week as well. So it's going to be kind of still got a long road to go and a tough road to go, but yeah, we're just building that kind of confidence slowly.
It's a big one, isn't it, next week? I know you've touched on it a little bit, but the scenes at the end, I imagine you'll be hoping that they'll be recreated in a week's time. It's always fierce when Brid come to town, and it's even bigger with how close we are to them in the table.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what we kind of said after the game was that we're just putting ourselves in good areas, and we're not leaving other results to go our way. We're making sure that we win our games, and if we can win our games and win our home games, then obviously the results, we don't really kind of care how they kind of go. So it's Brid Scarborough. So hopefully we get it on. It's the third time lucky trying to get it on. So hopefully we can get it on. But no, the lads are in a really good place, and like what we kind of said is that obviously we're just kind of working in the right way at the moment, and the feeling's really good amongst the lads, and everyone's kind of fighting for a first team position, and everyone wants to play, whether it's Brid, Morley, obviously Rochdale or Broads, everyone wants to play first team rugby, which is fantastic, and that's what we want to see.